for them to tell, it's just like telling us that, okay, this changing of sex is natural. A man wants to be a girl and goes for surgery. Because that is what it is on the inside. On the inside. And then they said the girl, see, there is nothing that cannot be adapted. You can just decide that, okay, this is what I want to adapt to, and this is what I want to adapt to. You can be friends and be close and not be a lesbian. So that research is questionable. It's very, very questionable. It's a big question mark. Yeah. What statistics?
Moji, the Falcons. We don't land. Not Super Eagle Falcons. Well, welcome to Insight with Agatha. Here we share, we analyze, we decode, and we provide solutions to your problems. On this episode, we have a very, very, very naughty situation. Yes. Which all mothers should watch. Because in most homes, such problem we want to deal with is already happening. But they don't know it. And to discuss with us, it's a retired top civil servant. But for you to see this, you have to subscribe, you have to share, and you have to like. My name remains Agatha, and
I am Moji Alaya. You're welcome to the program.
Welcome back from that short break. Here to discuss a very, very pathetic topic is,
well, you're welcome back again after the short break. We have today in our midst a renowned journalist, seasoned journalist, an educator, a poet, an author, and a former director at the Ministry of Information, in the person of Mrs. Tokunbu Thomas. You're welcome, ma.
Thank you very much.
Tokunbu, welcome.
Thank you.
Thank you for doing this.
Thank you too.
So the topic.
Hey, make I go back to my.
You sabi go back to English.
Yes.
To Pidgin English.
You know now.
Tokunbu, this one.
Why you dey carry that?
Go back to Pidgin.
Hey, this one wey dey for ground so e dey hot. When they say something dey hot, e dey hot. E dey woto. Wey dey inside, e too plenty. We'll trash it out.
I trust her.
Yes. Over to you, Auntie Agatha.
Well, Tokunbu, it has to do with a woman who found out that her daughter is a lesbian.
Yes. So I'll read out the letter that she sent to us.
That's really a pathetic one.
Really pathetic. In fact, the way she found that was so pathetic. She said, "Dear Agatha, what do I do about my daughter's lesbianism?" She said she's lost and done for. What happened was that she was working as a banker. The husband worked in an oil firm. So money was not an issue. According to her, she gave her daughter and her son, because she got 2 kids, the best of everything. So the daughter has graduated from the university. gone on for NYC. And she came home. There's a particular friend that our own parents relocated and they are quite close. So that girl stays with them at times when they are on holiday. So the girl was with them on this particular day. They were together in the room and she started hearing, like there was an altercation between them and they were just, she said she didn't even want to bother herself with it, but when she heard that this thing was just getting, she said, okay, let her go towards their room. She just said, I'll tell your mother your secret. You know women now. Oh yeah, that kind of thing. Our antenna go there. Say, I'll tell your mommy your secrets. I'll tell. She said, I beg, make her listen so that I can hear this secret. Then say, she should leave her alone. She likes girls. She likes doing it with girls. That's her life. She should mind her business. No, I'll tell your mom. When she heard that, she likes doing girls. That is her life. That is the thing about the Gen Zs now. You do you. It is my reality. She entered the room. She opened the door and she entered the room. So they stopped the moment she entered the room. But the look on her face told them that she heard everything that they were discussing. They were trying to deny it, but eventually, as they were talking, her son walked in. Remember, she had 2 kids, a boy and a girl. So when the boy walked in, the boy confirmed that the daughter has been with his, and in fact, he caught her with a neighbor's daughter. So, of course, a mother now, as she was talking and everything like that, the girl busted her that she does not care. In fact, she doesn't care what will happen. That is her life. That she does not even care whether she's disowned. And she started talking and raking. The woman was perplexed. So that's why she wrote this letter that what can she do? This is a child that she gave so much. She even claimed that they are pastors and she felt she instilled the fear of God in this girl and in the brother. So why is this happening? And her fear is even more concerning her husband. She said, thankfully, the man is away for a month, but she's scared that if the man should come back and hear what has happened, that of course he will blame her, then definitely he's going to disown the daughter. So, what do you think this woman can do? What advice can we give to her?
Thank you very much, Moji. Like I said earlier, it's a pathetic case. But first and foremost, I'd like us to just view it from this aspect. To rear up children, bringing up children is just by grace.
Yes, sir.
When I say grace, I don't mean the religion or whether Christian or Muslim. It's just by grace. Like they'll say, it's only God that can help you. But we as parents, especially we mothers, we have a role to play. First, like you said, the woman thought she had given everything. They were not poor, they were rich. But the truth is that you even have people from poor background, but they have love and care, and they have time for that child.
You're right.
Yes.
Yeah.
So the way I
money is
see
not
it,
everything.
Money is not everything. The way I see it, that particular child was lacking in the area of emotions. First, let's look at it from this angle again. The mother, pastor, the father, pastor. They might be going crusades and all that.
And their jobs too.
Their jobs. The father, a bank, oil person,
But she said she resigned she left the banking industry to start her own business at a point because she wanted to have more time with the children.
Beautiful. But before
then,
the damage could have been done.
You might have been.
Yeah.
Sorry, Tokunbu.
It's all right.
She said she's afraid of her husband. That is an alarm.
Okay.
A red flag.
Yes, that is a red flag. That father and mother, they are on different wavelengths. Why should I be afraid to tell my husband, your daughter is a lesbian? So what do we do
about it?
Not, it takes his sperm and my egg to produce that child. So why should I be the one to worry about his feelings if we have a very close
energy. Yeah?
So that could be the alarm bell in the relationship. For the girl from a so-called
Christian background,
a well-to-do family, to opt for a girl, something in that foundation is wrong. Because when you see two people, a man and a woman, having a decent relationship, the child would want to ape that relationship, to say, yes, I want my marriage, my relationship to be as beautiful as my parents. I don't know if I'm making sense. So, there is a fundamental problem. Please go ahead.
So, yes, I want to agree with you to an extent, but not totally.
Okay.
What if the daughter probably attended boarding house?
Okay.
And from there, peer pressure.
Yes.
She could be beautiful. And then, it could be that, like she said, they didn't lack anything. She was a banker. She might have gotten maybe a house help or somebody.
It's like series
of nannies.
That is it. Where it could happen from anywhere. It could happen from the school,
from the nannies.
It could happen from the church. It could happen from the neighborhood. It could happen from
anybody could have introduced that.
Yes, but the truth, like you said, is that it's not as if they might be on the same page. At least that one is past or this past, but there is not so close relationship between them, and the mother already is feeling guilty. That she said that she's afraid to tell them because she believes that they'll say,
sorry to disagree. Sorry to disagree with you, man. She actually wasn't, for me, what I sensed, fear. She wasn't feeling guilty at all. She was just concerned about how the husband would say. She wasn't feeling guilty. From the tone of her letter, she said, this is a child that she gave everything to. This is a child that she did this. This is, I did this for you. I. What did she actually stop along the way to know what those children really wanted? It was all about, I have done so much for you. Why should this happen? Why? Even the question that she said, what do I do about my daughter's lesbianism?
What do I tell my husband?
That's what I'm saying.
So she wasn't feeling guilty. She felt she has done everything. She felt she has given her child everything. So why should she be afraid? Why should she be afraid of her husband? She's afraid because she's thinking of the feeling. Not because she feels that she's guilty. Not because she's feeling that she should actually be blamed.
Okay.
And for me, she should be blamed. We are mothers here. We are mothers. We have guys. We have boys that are now men and girls that are now women. Mothers. We are mothers. We have mothers.
It is sensitive to that girl, to the children, because the boy. You don't even know what that one is also doing.
Yes, maybe
he could be into drugs.
What the person will be saying, this is
papa, mama, na pastor,
and then
they swag anyhow. So it's an image they want to keep.
That is it.
We are noble store.
We are righteous.
So what is the solution now? The lady asked, what should she do?
So what should she do, ma'am?
We should ask for that question.
I'm saying let's just move on to
Okay.
Let's give her the solution.
Okay.
So what was solution?
Before we go into solution, let's go on a short break. When we come back, we continue.
Because this thing is becoming hot.
Very hot. Welcome back. Tokunbu, we were asking, what is the way forward?
Thank you very much, Agatha. The mother herself needs professional counseling.
Okay.
Because it's a crisis that's very sensitive and needs to be managed properly. Then she needs to look inward herself.
Good.
What makes that child tick? What had happened in the past should be the best person to know. And she has to, look inward and be very, very objective and be practical. Then the girl too needs to feel loved. No condemnation. If she tries to push the girl away and, be angry and be saying that it's not my fault and this, the girl will just move further away from her. And Martina,
she has threatened
that she will do.
And she's an adult, somebody that has gone to serve, whatever. So, even from 14 now, they'll be telling you that I'm an adult.
No, once they are 12.
Okay, now.
Or 13, I'm not a teenager.
Gen Z.
So
now, if the girl should leave, that makes the thing worse. Then she should be ready for whatever the father will come for. And should be ready for any scandal in court within the neighborhood and within the church.
Think in seeking professional help for the mother should also include the woman,
children.
Yeah, the children. Then the woman coming to terms with the fact that she actually she didn't do well. She should be able to look at herself and know that, oh, I messed up.
That's what
we're talking about. Even before the professional help,
yes,
they have to sit down as a family.
Before sitting down as a family, Agatha, she has to come to terms
with herself.
Yes, I agree. But before going out, they have to sit down as a family.
If they do that with the states, because she has not actually, sitting down to talk about it, the woman herself, she has not actually come to terms with the reality, and she has not even come to terms with the fact that she messed up.
You see, there is no way, I beg to disagree, that she would understand the gravity of everything. It's just the son, the daughter she has heard. The son may have one or two things. If they don't sit down as a family,
I disagree.
The girl may know one or two things about her brother
that the mother does not know.
Sit down. Actually, I agree with that. But that should be the first thing to do.
If they don't sit down, the girl will say, "Shana, my own, they talk. What about you?"
That is why.
Then the father, the woman cannot seek counseling outside her husband.
She can't.
She can't. It's a unit. It's a family.
They will come back.
It's a family, because when she seeks counsel and the husband is still who he is.
See.
Listen. If she comes back from whatever counseling and comes back into that madhouse with the man who believes he's the emperor, although the man has not said anything, but from the reactions of the woman, there is an emperor.
That is why she
might not even be telling us
everything.
That is why that woman needs to first come to grips, to terms with herself. When you get to, how this works out. When she comes and
that is why she has come to
herself. That is the time that even when she calls the people together, the other members of the family together, and then the madness now ensues, she will be the same one in the midst. So if she herself, she's still in that mad state, in quote, that coming together is not going to yield anything.
There are some one way this kind
of finish. You see, that father himself, that's so busy and believes that he's the emperor. The mother is the one that should take care of the children.
I will come back to him.
Now, the first thing is that the father, when he comes barraging all sorts on the woman, she should be in a state of mind.
Thank you, man. Observe the phone. So it is she herself.
Yes. Observe what the man
will say.
And will not be.
And then the other things that will come out.
Yes, other things may come out.
The man has only one. Sorry, the family has less than a month.
Okay, for the dad to come back.
For the dad to come back.
A lot can be done during that time.
The therapy takes 2-3 months.
Depends.
So, sorry, it seems I'm cutting you.
No, go on.
I would ask the woman to calm down first.
Okay.
Yeah.
Calm down and not reprimand that girl. She needs to befriend the girl first and foremost.
That's what we're talking about.
No, you are saying go to therapy.
No, get a grip of ourselves.
So tell the girl that I'm not apportioning blame. I want to know where I went wrong.
That's what I meant by more love, care for that child, because it was
an emotional deficiency that led to them. That's what I'm trying to say, that this matter cannot be resolved outside the emperor.
She be first, and we know that it like check herself.
Come to terms.
She must even find therapy outside the family.
Okay,
that's the point I'm trying to make.
Okay, before going for yes, of course.
Before seeking professional help, she has to help herself first.
Because even
so, how does she help herself?
It's what we have just said.
It's factual.
That is what
from her high horse. I
gave you everything.
I gave everything.
Not lack anything.
And admit I have failed.
That is what we are saying.
So I'm going back to the drawing board. In the drawing board, what do I do to remedy this situation? I can't tell her not to be a lesbian. She has already tested it. Sex in whatever form is opium.
And before coming to that,
the one with animals.
The one with the animals, well, you can't stop them. It's a choice they think they have.
Yes,
but how do you communicate to them that choice may...
That's what I'm saying. After coming to terms with herself, and drawing the girl, like caring and all that, drawing the girl out of whatever made her to go and do that. She still needs counseling. The doctor too still needs counseling.
Yes, I am not disputing that.
Yes, and then the father too will need some sort of, like we as obìnrin, as if everything is money. It has to be balanced. And this like a shout out to people out there, others out there, like especially we women, balance it. Whether you are in the ministry, whether you are wherever, make sure that you balance it by having time to befriend your children. That's your home is the primary assignment. Whether you're even a master, a minister, a pastor, a reverend, a bishop, or imam, that's your, because they'll be accountable for those children, how they brought them up and all that. Now,
having time is different from devoting yourself to your children. Because I can have time, I can have time and I'm on my phone. I'm there. Somebody you can be physically present and still spiritually absent.
That's not what I'm talking about. So you can have 24/7 with the child and not know anything.
That is why the word should be
communicate
and devotion to the child.
Well, I don't know about that devotion. All I know is that you should communicate. You can devote time. You can devote whatever and still not communicate.
We agree with communication.
Yes.
But you should, when you're at home, you should really be at home with them.
With mind and all that. And
everything, monitor them. Look at, there are things they will do. You will say, I know where you're going. We can decode them. But when we're at home, and I am gisting with Moji. I'm watching Nollywood. Tokunbu, Iboni party. What color? What code? What code?
Yeah. No, onion chicken. This girl was in boarding school, and she was they caught her in school with a girl. They were sleeping with each other, and they had to suspend them. And because it was close to our WAEC examination, they told her to go home, but that she can come back home. The woman was lamenting. When I heard about it, I was like, well, I told her point blank, the girl would have been showing the signals. In fact, because I know that family, I saw it. I saw the way this girl, of course, you notice that she wears clothes like a man, and the way she moves. So I saw the signal, but you just can't use that to now say, okay, this is what she is. But when she started, it's because you are not, observant enough, and that is the thing I would say concerning. That's the advice I would give to, or I would say concerning this issue, and I would give to we parents out there, both male and female, both mothers and fathers, we should be observant. There are things, I'm sure that girl did not start a lesbianism just when she went for youth service. She must have been doing it. Even this brother mentioned it. So let us. For me, there are certain things I do as a mother. I check my children's phones when they were younger. If now I don't do it, at least I don't. They are in university. They are already adults.
Do it once in a while.
You must though. But we've gone to a certain stage that I feel, well, you are now an adult. Me, when somebody is over 21, you are already an adult. So I just look at you. But I check the phone when they are sleeping. Mama, hear me. I'll just go there, take the phone, and they always say, mommy, you should have been doing Yahoo, cause see password not in your mouth. Marty, fisi, I try how many, my open there, the conversation, I'll see everything. So we should be observant. That works for me. I'm able to know certain things, and then in the morning I'll call. See, I saw this. What is happening? This is this. When my last child was in secondary school, there's a particular girl in our school that is a lesbian, and she wanted to draw my daughter into. They have a club actually, and this is a day school because it's not like it's boarding school. No, this is a day school, and the day school around this area, they have a club, and she wanted to draw my daughter into that club of lesbians. So when I was reading the conversation, this and that, I was like, is it not this girl? I know this girl now. So this way, I kept quiet. Then at times she would send a video of
female
gay people, having it with each other, and then she will not send a message. Don't you like it? This is for real.
Beginning of.
Don't you like it? My daughter will not reply. Eventually, I saw that my daughter was trying to cut her off. So I called. I said, totally cut off this person from your life, and sat her down and mentioned the reasons why she should, because that is also very important. Whenever we are talking to these children, we should, as parents, tell them the reason. Because if you don't say, it is not good, it is against the will of God. Anybody that does that will end up in hell.
It works now.
It doesn't work now.
Then it did not work. Because I went during my HSC days. It was a federal government girls' school. I went. What we saw, there was this tiny rat. She was the youngest. I went in as HSC. She was the youngest in her class, but she could command all of them. They actually had a club.
Yeah, they do. Yeah,
listen,
okay. They do.
One of them happened to be my school daughter. So every night, I'm a very light sleeper. Every night they will think,
because sleeping.
Because I was a house prefect. They will think I'm sleeping. Then they will call themselves. I allowed them to go one night. After 10 minutes, I followed. And I saw all of them sitting down, eavesdropped, and I told them that
destroying yourselves.
That it will not take you anywhere. My school daughter. Later, I pretended as if
you didn't know.
You didn't know that what I saw is one of those things, and I sat her down. Auntie Agatha, please don't tell my mommy. Don't tell my mommy. And I told her, if you don't stop it,
I'll tell your mom.
I will tell your mommy. I went to them one after the other, threatening to tell their mom. That is in school. Then you are a mother, your own child.
In the home.
In the home. The first thing, a mother's intuition is never wrong.
Yeah. Never wrong. Yeah. I went to girls' primary school. I went to girls' secondary school. I won't mention the name. All girls.
Yeah.
So I knew it was number. In fact, there was a situation where two seniors, they are senior, you know, even it's just 1 year senior Pangolu, senior Kokwe, but still senior.
Well,
so they took themselves as husband and wife. Yeah. In the boarding house, they were known. In the some, they were known. And people hated and thought because it's a Christian school. The first thing, like we said, going back to the mother, she is right at the center of this whole thing. She should first of all go into herself, know what is going on. As a pastor, pray, and then be practical. No apportioning blame to the girl. Try and accept your own faults. When the father comes, you should be prepared for it. Whatever the father says, I mean, it could be hurtful, it could be this and that. She should, after all that, like you said, they are sat down, they should see professional counseling and guardians.
Do you have anything to say?
The young generation are saying that there is a research that females, that's girls or women or whatever, and you know that this is
female species,
they have this affinity for one another, and that it is natural for women, for the female species, so to speak, to develop some form of feelings for one another. What is your take concerning this, ma?
Thank you very much. As an educationist, I would not totally agree with them. Yes, you know, like we say, when a man is behaving like a woman, they say the man is effeminate. When we behave as women, they say we are feminine. So it's that feminine aspect or factor that I believe they are playing on. Yes, we as mothers, you have this
empathy.
The empathy, the feeling, you know, to care, you know, to show love. But when we start getting to that sexual satisfaction, it's a different thing entirely.
Yes.
Just like you can have platonic relationship, a boy and a girl, or a man and a woman can have platonic relationship, and then you can have, maybe that platonic can now develop to this sensual, but it doesn't start with that. So for them to tell, it's just like telling us that, okay, this changing of sex is natural. A man wants to be a girl and goes for surgery.
Because that is what it is on the inside.
On the inside, and then they said the girl, see, there's nothing that cannot be adapted. You can just decide that, okay, this is what I want to adapt to, and this is what I want to adapt to. You can be friends and be close and not be a lesbian. So that research
is questionable.
It's very, very questionable. It's a big question mark. Yeah. What statistics? I mean, what random sampling?
Yes.
How many years?
Yes. What were the things that were used as measures?
Yes. As the methodology for they are concluding that. So that should not be an excuse. You know, like I had been in a place that I was chairman of their community. So that's in London, and I started saying that this sexual and homosexuality. They just call me and say, see here, we don't do that. When you get to your country, you can say that. Oh, here it's allowed. Oh, it's a free world. Can you imagine? They told me point blank that, see, don't go there. It's how they want it there. And it's supposed to be, in quotes, a Christian community, whatever. But, you know, I had to just keep my mouth shut. If I can tell you one-on-one, I tell you. But for them, that's how they see it. Like, it had gone, freedom, do what you like, so long as you enjoy it, so long as it feels right, which is not quite right. I believe that kind of research is coming from that kind of place.
And I also want to add this, because that most times the reaction of the youth, of children, is based on the action of the parents or what they are seeing in the home. We should not forget that.
Yes.
Yeah, but a lot of times it's like a kind of reaction.
Well, we have come to the end of this interesting topic. But my take, we all hold our destiny, whether young or old. There is a conscience within us.
Yeah.
And when we allow that conscience
to die,
to grow or to die, that is when we have things like this. But we want to say thank you for sharing your problems with us here on Insight with Agatha. Thank you very much. We hope we're able to do justice to this topic, and we await your responses.
Yes, sir.
So because we value your opinion. Please like, share,
subscribe,
and subscribe to
give us feedback.
Thank you.